Hello everyone, I have created this multi-story building in ArchiCAD software, and right now I'm gonna tell you how I did it. First, I have selected the new project from this option, new, and after selecting it, I have just checked the dimensions what are required for this from options, project references, the working units. In this case, the working units I have just selected it in millimeter, and in a similar manner I have just selected the dimensions. I have selected dimensions that are in millimeter in this case. After that, click OK, and after selecting these dimensions, I have gone for the different layers and grid systems. And for layers, I have just selected on this document from layers and clicked on this option, layers. After clicking it, I have just added different layers, as if slabs, staircase, walls, roof. I have just created these layers, beams, floor, columns, all this, then clicked OK. After that, I have just created the grid system. To select the grid system, I just clicked on this option, document, this design. From this design, I just clicked on this grid system, and from this I have just opened this option of the general settings. From the general settings, I just checked these options of the elements of the grid line, intersections, dimension lines, and total dimensions. From this, I have just selected columns, and from this the settings. After clicking the settings, I have just created the grids and the column dimensions that are added over here, whether they are not linked, and what are the stories that are added in this case. Different segments, and these are the floor plan sections, and these are the specifications or the classifications and the properties, whether the structural function will has been given as a load bearing element, position, exterior. And after that, just check this option whether it is columns or not, then clicked on OK. After clicking on OK, I have just selected the grid positions. In this grid positions, the grid positions that are required for this project has been selected in a categorical manner, then clicked OK in the structure grid. After selecting the grids and the columns, I have checked it in the 3D. In the 3D, I am after selecting this, I will see the different columns that are standing in this case. After that, I have just modified the column locations and the column positions. The columns in these two positions has been deleted. These two columns has been the size of these two columns has been reduced, and similar manner this two column size has been modified. Here in this model of this, in this architecture, I can see that these balconies are created later. This is not created in the primary building and analysis and design. After selecting that, I have just I'm gonna select the ground floor to show you what I have done. In the primary case, this is the ground floor that this is the ground floor that I have done. And after that, I have just selected on beam tool. Selecting this beam tool, the default settings, the settings has been modified. The beam default settings here, the beam settings has been changed and modified. And here I have selected the ground floor, the positioning, and segment, floor plan, model, and the classifications and properties all are modified. Then selected this beam option, then clicked on OK. And after selecting the beam sections, I have joined these beams in this chained geometry method, and internal beams in using this single geometry method. In the similar manner, I have connected all the stories as a first story and the second story. And after doing this, after connecting the beams, I have selected the window. After doing this, I have just selected the doors and windows that are required for this building to be modeled. For selecting these, I have just clicked on this option, door, and the default settings has been chosen from these options, and the settings has been modified. Different door sections has been selected. These kind of doors that are hinge doors, single hinge doors, that are selected in the internal cases, and for the front positions, that the other doors has been selected. For balconies, mainly this single hinge door has been selected. In this way, I have just selected the doors and windows. I have just added the walls, clicking on this wall tool. After that, I've just added this accessories, clicking in this object tool, and this different accessories has been placed in its proper position after selecting it by clicking on shift key and then change their positions. After that, I have just selected other options like cars or bushes, and I've just placed in their position. I have also added the staircase in this case, clicking on the stair tool and modifying their characteristics and settings. These are the settings that I have selected. This is for the ground floor, this is for the first story, and this is how I have just made the stairs, and these are the stair specifications. After that, I just selected staircase and clicked on OK. After doing all this building modeling, I can show you what I have done. First, check this one, check this option. After that, if I just cut it into in this plane, and I will cut it from this plane too, and I will also cut it from this plane to show you how I have done, or how I have just changed and made the changes. That is the internal section, and that is how it looks after selecting the slabs, beams, and doors, windows, and that is how the stair is made. And outside stair, the guarding walls has been also selected in this manner. There, another side, this staircase for next story has been made in this manner, and around that a wall has been also created for the safety purpose. And these are the accessories that are added over here, and the balconies are added after that. I have also added the roof in this similar manner, selecting on roof. And for balconies, first of all, I have just extended these beams, extended these slabs. After extending these slabs, the beams has also been created, and over which the railings has also been created. After that, this human or car or these bushes are added. After that, this is in the 3D view, and if I just explore this building, this is how I can explore this building. I will just select the explore, then I will go through it. For explore, let me see. So click on 3D explore. After clicking on 3D explore, I will just click on arrows, front arrows, and mouse to move through this. We will move through this door. After moving through this door, this is the internal sections. I have just selected the sofas and kitchens. This way, I have selected all these things. There it is a bed that has been put over here. If I just go through these all sections, if I go up, I can show you the other things what I have already created. This is the balcony that it is. If I go through this balcony, I can show you how the entire modeling has been done. This is how I can check whether my building is made in a proper manner. And if I go through this balcony, then I can show you this is how I have made my building. And after checking all these things, all the positions of the columns, beams, stairs, and all the other accessories, I just click on escape to quit this explore options. I'll just click on this one to move through this. This is how I have made this building.